Good morning, everyone. This is Emily Castro, and I am out once again with my little buddy Dredd. There he is. Today we are at Sugar Grove Nature Center, sometimes also known as Funk's Grove. This is a small privately owned nature preserve. It is open to the public, however. It's in McLean County. And I am here today looking for signs of spring. Now, it's not spring yet. I'm filming this the first weekend of March, so it's still late winter technically. But I am hoping to find some signs of spring. And actually, I already have found the first signs, as if you can hear it underneath all of the traffic noise from the nearby interstate. The birds are singing. I can hear song sparrows and cardinals. The birds are definitely hoping for spring. They know it's right around the corner. Look at all that mud. I guess that's kind of like a sign of spring too. The muddy season. Yesterday, March really did come in like a lion. We had some crazy weather. First there was rain, then thunderstorms, then sleet, then a big thick dolloping of this heavy wet snow. Now it's back up in the 40s again. So that all of that rain and snow from yesterday has just become mud. But it's all part of the changing seasons, isn't it? That's what we're out here to enjoy. It's muddy, isn't it, Dredd? Dredd's kind of prissy. He does not like to run around in mud puddles. He likes to keep his little paws clean. Look at that. Oh my. This is going to be interesting. Squelch, squelch. Yeah, Dredd, how are we going to avoid this one? Smart boy. And follow along behind you. Well, the joys of nature in every season mean that sometimes there will be seasons of mud. That would be a good title for a book. Seasons of Mud. Still got some. Whoop! I thought it was ice, but no. It's a thin sheet. Is there no trail running back along the tree line? I thought there was. But it looks like I'm wrong. So I think we have to walk back, Dredd. Alright, I can see it. I can see it, but we're going to do a bad thing, Dredd. We're going to cut across. Come on. We're cutting across. Cutting across the burned out prairie to get to the actual non-muddy trail. There it is. It's wet, but less mud. Funk's Grove does not really have any good haunting stories, ghost stories, legends, etc. However, about 15 years ago maybe, there was a Bigfoot sighting. Anyway, I guess this sighting was something that Bigfoot enthusiasts took seriously. They were coming from all around to try and look for the creature. As far as I know, There was never any proof. It was just a rumor or something that someone saw. But it did create quite a little stir. There was even an article in the local paper, and they quoted a professor from Illinois State University who said that he has actually looked into or studied cryptozoology a bit. Shit. I hope that did not hit my vehicle. Let's go check, Dredd. That would be more excitement than we want. Oh, please don't let that be my vehicle. Please, 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 no. Well, the good news is, it did not look like it hit anyone's vehicle. And I think it was this tree. Fell down. It's like sawdust inside. Completely rotted out. Look at that. I wish I had paid enough attention when I parked to notice if this was already here. Look at that. I don't think it was. I think this just fell down. I think that was the noise I heard. And luckily it didn't hit anything. But it did give me a scare. That's that compost heap in the way, so I couldn't see what it was. I just heard this big thunk noise, and it was coming from the direction of where I'd parked. So, whew, all's well that ends well. So, where was I? Yes, they even interviewed in the local paper a professor of biology who said that yes, he has read about or is a bit familiar with the ideas of cryptozoology, and even if that were all true, that there really are Bigfoot type creatures still living amongst us, this is just not the right habitat for them. Like, there's absolutely no reason why one would be found here. It didn't stop people from coming and looking though, and I asked the lady who's director of the nature center what she thought of the whole thing, and she said that that was actually her first year on the job, and it was quite challenging dealing with the Bigfoot stories. I just heard one of my harbingers of spring, the call of the red-winged blackbird. They show up here in Illinois usually around the end of February. This is the very beginning of March, so they're right on track. When I see and hear them, I do know if winter comes, can spring be far behind. Looks like the little barn shut up. We did get a lot of rain and snow, didn't we? It was quite the storm yesterday. Well, that's interesting. I don't think this was here before. It's like a little sculpture of some sort. Or is it a place for supplies? A supply sculpture, that's what I call it. Don't really see a lot of birds in the bird area. Looks like I have a little bit of food. Maybe nobody got a chance to replenish the feeders. Take a walk in the woods, shall we, Dredd? A little stroll through the woods. Dredd says he's always down for a stroll through the woods. More mud. You see, Dredd? He just perked up all of a sudden. Your little paws cold. Oh, that's a whole river, isn't it? I think the poet got it wrong. I think it should be, if winter comes, can mud be far behind? You're like, no more. Come on, Dredd, we're just gonna go as far as the swale. You want to see the swale, don't you? Look at his legs. This is gonna be terrible. Enough with the mud already. This is what I get for going out in nature after that big storm. Well, unfortunately, it's like my little unofficial channel mission statement is to encourage people to get out in nature more and show the Midwest is not boring. I don't know about boring, but this is not going to succeed in making people want to get out in nature. This is just one giant mud puddle of a trail. Still better than being stuck inside. I think Dredd's gonna need a bath today. And he hates baths. Well, that's the vagaries of life, my Dredd. You get a fun thing like a walk, followed up by something that sucks like a bath. A big honey locust. All those thorns. We are coming to the seep, or the swale. I'm not sure what the difference is between a seep and a swale. I think a swale is like a little dip or valley that is seasonally wet, whereas a seep has like a little underground creek or trickle of water that comes up all year round. When I first came here, I called this the swale, but now they're calling it a seep. So it must be a seep. Yes, it is officially a seep. Now in just a couple of weeks, that area will be completely covered with beautiful yellow marsh marigolds. But right now, it's still covered with snow. It's just this strange in-between time. Doesn't properly feel like spring or winter. Just a period of waiting. It's a period of mud and waiting. I really like this part of the park. It feels very peaceful back here. What does that mean, mister? Is that you're on board and I'm ready to move? Are you telling me your feet are cold and wet and you want to go home? We'll slowly start heading back towards the car now. Come on. Well, Dredd, I think we're going to turn around here because I can't wade across and carry you both. And I don't think your little paws could make it. Creek is running high today. So let's head back. Well, it looks like we can't go this way either, Dredd. I don't see how we're going to get across. That's the way we want to go. Shall we try it? Oh, this is going to be muddy. Will you do it, Dredd? Will you do it with your mama? It's not the water I'm so worried about, it's that mud's gonna have me sliding all over tea kettle. Yeah. Well, that is a bummer. I'm kind of stuck going back exactly the way I came through the mud path. If you're along, it makes it even harder. You're just a tiny thing. I really want to try and move across. I'm going to slip on my butt if I do that though. I'm going to be coated in mud. So, it looks like back the way we came. That's our only choice. Well, despite all the mud, it is a beautiful day. Don't know if you can hear that cardinal singing. It's probably one of the prettiest sounds there is. Well, Dredd and I are almost done with our walk, which I did have to cut short because of the technical difficulties with Timber Creek. Not to mention squelching along does get old after a while. So there is a lot more to see here at Funk's Grove. I'll probably come back later in the season, show you all the stuff we missed today. For now, we will bid you farewell and hope you will join us again on our next adventure, which will hopefully be a bit less muddy. Dredd, let's go.